Is shown to be lactose intolerant, so we're taking dairy out of her diet. Next, we have some new patients this morning. In 324, we have Mr. Green, who was shot while duck hunting.
About time those ducks started fighting back.
Oh, our new patient in 312 is none other than Edward Strachan.
Eddie Strachan? The same Eddie Strachan who's involved in extortion and bribery, money laundering, and racketeering?
Wow, we have a high government official staying here?
Gina, he's a crook.
Hey, I didn't vote for him.
You know who he is, Gina. You see Mr. Strachan every other week on the news being led into court.
Yeah, for once I'd like to see him led into jail.
I heard some guy's writing Strachan's unauthorized biography. Whatever happened to him?
He disappeared.
No, they found him in Maine.
Oh, really? What part?
His head.
This guy Strachan sounds bad. Hope I don't screw up around him.
Well, don't worry, Julie. Just treat him like you would any other extremely dangerous patient.
What's he in for?
Resection of the prostate.
Prostate trouble? That's ironic. Public enemy number one can't even do number one.
Want to hear what's even more ironic?
What?
The guy who thinks this is so funny is the one I'm sending in to catheterize him.
You mean I've got to stick a tube up a killer's wing?
Fill it to the rim with him.
Somebody's waiting, anticipating your tears. Here I am, right or wrong. Where I am, you belong. When you need someone there to be strong. Here I am, when the good times come into town. Here I am, for a hand or just hanging around. Everyone sometimes stumbles and falls. Red is a number you know you can call. Just to hear someone tell you, here I am.
Good morning. You wanted an extra pillow?
Yeah, thanks. My back is killing me. Oh, boy. Is that tender?
Yeah, don't be such a baby.
Baby. Hey, you know who you're talking to?
Yeah, 312, prostate.
I'm Edward Strachan. Perhaps you've seen me on the news.
I don't know, maybe. Do this.
Oh.
Want me to get a nurse?
No. Only hurts when I laugh.
Don't give me any trouble. I got a joke about a rabbi and a nun with gas that'll put tears in your eyes. Well, guess who just blew the punchline?
What's your name?
Paco.
Oh, Paco, you're an interesting kid. You're not afraid. Most people around me seem to think the least little thing, I'm going to shoot them or stab them.
Rip off their arm and beat them with their own fist, huh?
Oh, I like that. So, Paco, what's a smart kid like you doing in a job like this? Tell me your dreams.
All I really want is to have my family together.
What do you mean, you don't have a family?
They're not all here. I've been trying to get my Uncle Jorge out of Cuba for 3 years now. Local officials won't let him out without a bribe.
Damn, do I hate corruption. Well, still, I know a lot of people in Havana. I can make a couple of calls for you. In the meanwhile, here, kid, put this on.
This is solid gold. Mr. Strachan, I can't.
Paco, I don't take no for an answer. Here's something else I can't take. Look at me. I'm a big shot, right? And I can't take a pee. I mean, who do you have to kill around here to take a pee?
So, Greg, you're here to catheterize Mr. Strachan.
Uh-huh.
Catheterize me? What exactly does that involve?
Privacy.
Guess what what doctor I saw at the movies last night.
Dr. Zhivago.
Close. Dr. Kaplan was there with some blonde bimbo. Oh, he acted all guilty and embarrassed when he saw me. Then he tried to be cool. He offered me popcorn.
That's disgusting. Tell me about it. Can you imagine eating popcorn someone else has had their hand in? Might as well just lick the sidewalk.
Gina, this isn't upsetting you, is it?
Oh, no. The old Gina would have been upset, but the new Gina, she knows the score with Dr. Hank Kaplan and his great need to soak his crackling.
Morning, troops.
Morning.
What's the matter, Gina? No good morning from you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Kaplan, but I'm the type of woman who must say good morning to many different men before I can commit to saying good morning to just one.
You squealed about the movies last night, didn't you?
Yep.
And I offered you popcorn.
I like the way you handled that. You really are over him, huh?
Yes, I feel so liberated. Hear me roar. I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I conquered my fear of the dark.
When was that?
This morning when the sun came up.
Gina, what you need to get over Hank completely is to get out there and go on a date.
A date with a man who's not Hank?
Sure. Find yourself a kind, sensitive man who will really appreciate you.
Good luck. There aren't any.
You know this?
Oh, trust me. I've been trawling the lower depths of the dating pool for years. They don't exist.
Good morning, ladies.
Oh, morning, Doug.
Gina, you look beautiful today.
Oh, thank you, Doug.
Hey, you have tomorrow night off, don't you? How'd you like to come to a show with me?
Well, sure I would.
Great. I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock.
It's a date.
See you then.
Boy, Sandy, you made it sound so difficult. That was easy.
Well, sure it is when you carry on like a hooker.
Marco, would you pick up Mr. Carter's lab test?
I called the lab. They'll be ready for me in exactly 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Paco, what a beautiful wristwatch.
You noticed. Mr. Strachan gave it to me.
I'm surprised it's not still on a severed wrist. Paco, I wouldn't be taking gifts from Mr. Strachan. You know what kind of a man he is?
Isn't he the one that pulled a gun from behind a toilet and killed someone at a restaurant?
That was Al Pacino.
Mr. Strachan shot Al Pacino? What a senseless loss.
Julie, have you been going down to X-ray without your lead hat?
Look, Mr. Strachan's just a nice old sick guy. We're friends. At least somebody around here appreciates the work I do.
Paco, you got your head in the sand. Mr. Strachan is a dangerous man who's really connected.
He is now.
See there, Greg? Catheterizing Mr. Strachan wasn't so tough after all, was it?
Want to bet?
Come on. What'd he do? Threaten to rub you out? Strangle you with piano wire? Chop you up and dump you in a landfill?
Worse. He made me demonstrate on myself.
Dr. Kaplan,
Hi, Gina.
I just wanted to inform you that in case you wanted me to work late tomorrow, I will not be available.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't ask you to stay late.
Well, good. Because even if you did, I would not be available.
Gina, I said fine. You can leave at your normal time.
Well, I will have to. I need to be on time when my gentleman caller arrives at my doorstep. And we go out completely unchaperoned to paint the town red and laugh like bohemian lovers.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you have a date?
Well, I'm not getting all dolled up to eat snack cakes and watch Doogie Howser.
She's going out with Doug from Supply.
You are?
Yes, and nothing you can say will stop me.
I wouldn't dream of it. He's a great guy. Have a good time.
Gee, for a guy who just had his hopes lanced like so many boils, he took that quite well.
Hey, you guys, you're never gonna believe it. I got a call from my Uncle Jorge. It's a miracle. He got his travel papers. He's coming here tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful. I thought it was damn near impossible to get somebody out of Cuba.
It is. I think Mr. Strachan pulled a few strings.
you're dancing with the devil. You watch yourself.
What is it with everybody around here? Look, I know all about Mr. Strachan's reputation, but I also know he's helping me in a way I can't help myself.
Yeah, well, just watch your step. This man's code is an eye for an eye.
I can vouch for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe I took it the wrong way. Well, for a second, it sounded like you were complaining. Well, it sounded like that to me. Hey, wait a minute. I'm starting to think maybe you shouldn't be president. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. All right. Hey, look at this. I'm on 2020 this week. Hey, Paco, come on in.
Strachan, I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank me for what?
Come on. All these years I'm trying to get my uncle out. Suddenly he's getting on a plane tomorrow?
So I made a couple of calls.
Well, I really appreciate it. And listen, if there's anything I can do for you, you let me know.
Paco, here's an address. Friday, when you're off work, go out to the airport and pick up a package for me and deliver it here.
Package?
Just some personal items for a friend of mine. Nothing you have to worry about.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Strachan, but I really don't think I should be running errands outside the hospital.
Oh, Paco, you're forgetting something. I don't take no for an answer.
My phone did not ring once last night.
Mine did. Some guy kept trying to sell me sea monkeys. Can you imagine the nerve of some guy interrupting my prime television viewing hours to sell me sea monkeys?
So how many did you buy?
Court.
Well, no one called to sell me sea monkeys, and certainly no doctor called hysterical because I'm going out on a date tonight with Doug from Supply.
Good morning, everybody.
Paco?
Excuse me, Paco, but your tray is empty.
I know I can't eat anything.
And why'd you take a tray?
I took a tray? Oh, I guess my nerves have gotten the better of me. I can't even think straight.
Paco, welcome to the club.
Paco, what's wrong?
Mr. Strachan asked me to deliver a package for him, and I don't know what to do.
Mr. Strachan?
Yes, Mr. Strachan.
You promised to do a favor for Mr. Strachan?
God, I'm such a dope to have let this happen. I let myself get sucked in. You know, the power of a guy like that's very seductive. You forget what lurks underneath that smile.
Yes. A mouth teeming with gingivitis and bacteria of every sort. You know, your mouth is the armpit of the body.
No, Julie. Your armpit's the armpit of the body.
And what's my mouth?
Open too much. Shut up. Oh, Gina, you still here? I thought you were leaving early for your date.
Oh, don't worry. I have plenty of time. I thought I'd just go over these charts. Well, time to go. Don't want to be late for my date with that handsome Doug from Supply.
Have a good time, honey.
Oh, mustn't leave without my purse. Can't go on a date without all those cosmetics and perfumes to give me that coquettish glow, which is so alluring to the opposite sex. Oh, and Annie, I may be late tomorrow. I do have a sick day coming, although I probably won't be sick, if you get my drift.
Okay, enjoy yourself.
Oh, and Sandy, thanks for the you-know-what. Hope I don't run out.
What the hell was that all about?
What is the matter with you? She's going out on a date with Doug from Supply, and you're not the least bit jealous?
No. Why would I be?
He's very attractive.
Yes, he is.
He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's charming. He's thoughtful. He's cultured.
He's gay.
What is he doing?
It's called performance art.
I should call it breakfast art. my country, the audience would jump all over him and lick the eggs off his body. He looks like the Smurf they don't talk about.
Listen, if you're not having a good time, we can leave.
Oh, no, I'm having a wonderful time. I have to admit, it's not often I get out with the opposite sex.
Me neither.
Oh, yes, your hours must be really tough down in supply, but I'm glad you asked me.
Hey, my date canceled. I was actually surprised that you came along. I thought you and Hank would be busy tonight.
Oh, please, do not bring up Dr. Hank Kaplan. I don't want to think about him. With his chiseled features and deep, brooding eyes.
Don't forget the hair.
Oh, yes, like the mane of a wild stallion. If you like that type.
Lots of people do.
Well, not me. Hank and I are not an item in any way.
Oh, really? That's very encouraging.
Oh, Doug, you're very nice, but I hope you're not getting any grand ideas. I would hate for you to be disappointed.
How do you know I will be?
Well, because if you try to make a move on me, I'm going to have to say no.
Oh, no, Gina. You thought we were on a date. I'm sorry, but when I asked you before if you were seeing Hank, it wasn't you I was interested in.
Well, of course it's me you're interested in. You ask me if I'm seeing Hank, and I say no, and you say you're relieved by this. So if it's not me, there could only be one. Oh. And so the first time I laid eyes on him, I knew Hank was the man of my dreams. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, and when he wears that red sweater, does that make you weak in the knees?
I gave him that sweater.
And he accepted it?
I was his secret Santa at the hospital Christmas party. I had to trade 4 times to get his name.
So you're the one who beat me to it.
Well, don't worry, Gina. You're the one who's going to end up with him.
Well, you know this?
Sure. I've seen the way he gazes at you when he knows you're not looking.
Me too.
I think he's crazy about you.
Oh, Doug. You made me so happy.
You know, you're the first one who's ever said that to me.
Oh, come on, Doug. I'm sure there's plenty of women. You're welcome.
Hey, did you hear? Mr. Strachan has commissioned a fountain for the front of the hospital.
A fountain?
Yep, says he wants to lend the place a little class.
They start pouring the cement next week.
Anyone seen Paco?
Oh, my God. Paco.
What?
Telephone for you. It's your Uncle Jorge.
Uncle Jorge? Great. He's probably all excited about coming. Hola, Jorge. ¿Qué? No es posible. Creí que todo iba bien.
What's he saying?
No es posible. Creí que todo iba bien.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Paco, how are you, son?
I'm a little upset. My Uncle Jorge just called. They pulled his papers. He's not coming. You know anything about this?
Relax, relax. You seemed a little indecisive. I thought I'd help you make up your mind.
You just did.
Good.
I'm not doing it.
You're not, huh? Well, I hope your uncle enjoys listening to Fireside Chats by Castro.
This isn't about my uncle. This is about you taking me for something I'm not.
You don't want an opportunity? You don't want a better life?
What's better? Is it better to have a big house or a fancy car and not know who you've hurt to get it?
7 houses. 19 fancy cars.
Really? No, Mr. Strachan, it's not a better life if I can't live with myself for the rest of it.
So you're saying no to me?
Yes. So, what happens now?
I don't know. I've never been in this situation before. Except once with Hoffa, but he was an idiot.
So, what do I do?
Oh, get out of here.
You're saying I can go?
Yeah, go, but do it quick before I change my mind.
Just to be clear here, you're not gonna kill me?
No. But I want my watch back.
Yeah, done.
Sure seems a waste. A smart kid like you, the rest of your life you're gonna be pushing a mop.
Hey, I got plans. And in the meantime, at least everything I leave behind me is clean.
Oh, Gina, there you are. Listen, about Doug, I'm sorry. I should have told you yesterday.
Told me what?
Well, you know, I should have told you that Doug is gay.
Oh. So you fell for that, too?
Gina? Gina?
Paco. Is everything all right between you and Mr. Strachan?
We had a long, serious talk.
And?
Anybody you want wasted?
Paco, don't toy with me or I'll squeeze your head like a pimple. What about your Uncle Jorge?
He waited this long to come over. He can wait for me to get him here my way. The honest way. I work real hard, pay my own bribe.
I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, what else could I do?
Could have taken the easy way out. You could have gotten your uncle here and said goodbye to emptying bedpans, delivering stool samples, and cleaning up puke.
What? And give up medicine?
If your sister was running for office, would you vote for her?
Absolutely. Positively not.
I thought so. But let's see what happens when Georgie hits the campaign trail on an all-new Sisters next.
John Ritter and Arnold Schwarzenegger have my vote. They're teaming up Sunday night on NBC's Ballad of Blockbuster Movies. Problem Child and Kindergarten Cop, Sunday on NBC.
It's shown to be lactose intolerant, so we're taking dairy out of her diet. Next, we have some new patients this morning. In 324, we have Mr. Green, who was shot while duck hunting.
About time those ducks started fighting back.
Oh, our new patient in 312 is none other than Edward Strachan.
Eddie Strachan? The same Eddie Strachan who's involved in extortion and bribery, money laundering, and racketeering?
Wow, we have a high government official staying here?
Gina, he's a crook.
Hey, I didn't vote for him.
You know who he is, Gina. You see Mr. Strachan every other week on the news being led into court.
Yeah, for once I'd like to see him led into jail.
I heard some guy's writing Strachan's unauthorized biography. Whatever happened to him?
He disappeared.
No, they found him in Maine.
Oh, really? What part?
His head.
This guy Strachan sounds bad. Hope I don't screw up around him.
No, don't worry, Julie. Just treat him like you would any other extremely dangerous patient.
What's he in for?
Resection of the prostate.
Prostate trouble? That's ironic. Public enemy number one can't even do number one.
Want to hear what's even more ironic?
What?
The guy who thinks this is so funny is the one I'm sending in to catheterize him.
You mean I've got to stick a tube up a killer's wing?
Fill it to the rim with him.